Okay, I'm reloaded. Big Cappuccino here. This is gonna be a Pontiac showcase. I got these cars situated right. I kind of had this in the works for a while, but between working and things going on, holidays, it's real busy right now. And I had other content prep, but I'm gonna save that one. I think that should be show and tell 158. Want to put a cushion between it, and I had this research done for a while. It's just putting the final touches on it, which I was able to do earlier today. So let's go ahead. Let's start. This is going to be a Pontiac showcase, and we're gonna shed some light on the GM division known as Pontiac company too. From that was founded in 1926 and unfortunately discontinued in 2010. On the on the turntable, we probably have one of the most famous Pontiacs. What it what it's associated with, other than another car from a movie, The Smokey and the Bandit, which started in 1977. That was the first movie. But this is Knight Rider, of course, this TV show debuted in 1982 at the same time when they were launching the new body style. So right now, what we have on the turntable is K.I.T.T, Night Industries 2000. This casting debuted in Hot Wheels in night. Well, this is the premium version, debuted in 2012. Well, it is the new casting, period, for premium and mainline. It debuted in 2012. New models designed by Brendan Fatuski for Replica Entertainment. This is the version I have from 2021. Thought it was from 2017, but that might have been my other one. The screen time version, which is here somewhere, right here. And it's kind of inferior because the wheels are not right. So that's K.I.T.T. It's premium. The wheels are done right with the wheel covers. Everybody knows K.I.T.T. They re-released it in the two-pack with car, the two-tone one. But let's go on. We're gonna go back to the main line, and we're gonna start with the 1964 uh, Pontiac Grand Prix. You know, that's a premium. Let's leave that for last. Let's start with the 1970 GTO. Actually, we had one before that. Actually, let's do the 1967 Pontiac GTO. This is 1967 Pontiac GTO convertible. It debuted in in the Sense 68 series. That's a tongue twister. Three S's together. This is 2008. Design is unknown for this. This version is the one from Stars and Stripes 2018 in white with the blue and red vinyls. And this is part of the 50th anniversary. It was released at that time. I guess the Stars and Stripes series. And it's true mainline. Not too many details. It's a nice casting, but it doesn't have detailed headlights and taillights. Got an ugly, chunky steering wheel too. It's pretty good for. I wonder why the design is unknown. Next, we're gonna go with the 1970 Pontiac GTO, another convertible. This debuted in 2008. New models. It was designed by Jun Ame. It's based on a convertible version of the actual car. This one is the 2008 new models, the first color variation in dark metallic red. And I don't know why this casting has not showed up too much. This would be excellent for Boulevard. I don't. It doesn't have any tail lights either, so it's a true main line. But it's well executed. Next, we're gonna go with the 1969 Pontiac Firebird. This one debuted in 2005, first editions, Realistics 2005. Same thing. I guess two different sets. Unfortunately was discontinued in 2013. They could have used this casting. It's designed by Dave Wees. Never heard of this designer. This version is the Muscle Mania 2010 version in black with red stripes, and it has no tail light or headlight details. And fortunately, the interior is that metallic, which I do not like. But the grill and stuff looks good. It's that Hot Wheels with the exaggerated rake that they're known for. That is pretty cool. Next, let's go with the 77 Pontiac Firebird. Of course, this body style is well known. I should have broke out a Smokey and the Bandit replica. I think I have something. It's not official. I think I have the first Smokey the Bandit car somewhere in my collection. I think it's a Greenlight, but we already have K.I.T.T here, and this is a good example of the late 70s Firebird, and it's different because you always see the black one or something black or trimmed in gold or trimmed in red. This is the 77 Pontiac Firebird cast in, debuted in Modern Classics 2008. This also was designed by Julian May. This version right here is the HW Flames 2017 version, white with the blue flames. I love the Phoenix or Fire Chicken on this one. That black and blue really is nice. No headlight or tail light details is a true main line. And the gold wheels kind of set this off. That gold with the white is a good color combination. It has blue interior too, which is unusual. I don't think you'll see blue interior. Definitely not from 70s vehicle back then. You'll see tan or maybe black. If you're lucky, gray. Next, we're gonna get into what haven't we done yet? I think the only one done from that we haven't done from the main line would be this 06 Pontiac. This is a GTO. This is the Martin GTO. This debuted in Factory Fresh 2021, designed by Brendan Vatuski. This is actually a what if fantasy casting, and you know it's based on a real car because it is supposed to be a Super Duty version of the GTO that was never made by Pontiac. Basically, it would be a Pontiac version of the C.O.P.O Camaro that's out right now. Factory built drag race car. This GTO, this version, I guess body style was produced in real life from 2004 to 2006. It was built in Australia because it used basically the body style of the Holden Monero as the foundation. And this is the first color variation as far as the casting in 2021 from Hot Wheels in brazen orange metallic. GTO stands for Gran Turismo Almo is that Omogata, which is basically Italian. And actually, Ferrari was the first one to use it. And for that, Ferrari, of course, known for being jerks, especially Enzo, the founder, had beef with Pontiac. So I don't think the Pontiac GTO was even allowed to be sold in Italy because of that reason. Okay, next we're gonna go to the premiums. And let's start with, might as well start with the 64 Pontiac Grand Prix. Man, this thing ain't gonna stay open. This 1964 Pontiac Grand Prix debuted in Matchbox Movement Parts 2019. Wine red with beige interior. You see it has opening doors. Superfast 2020 version. That's what this is. And this is an incredible looking Matchbox. If I didn't tell you what this was, you would swear this is a green, as a Johnny Lightning, he's a Greenlight. Showing that Matchbox has some incredible castings in their inventory if they allowed to use them. It seems like, in my opinion, Mattel be trying to hold Matchbox back to be the second banana to Hot Wheels when they were the original. I think they were out, I think, a full maybe decade or 2 decades before, probably closer to 2 decades, when they were owned by the Lesney Company. Yeah, they were out way before Hot Wheels was even created by Mattel. Next, we're going to go to the 1965 Pontiac Catalina, which is not a GTO, just like that wasn't a GTO. The Le Mans, they're a little bit longer than GTOs. The Le Mans and this one I'm showing, the Catalina, the largest vehicle that had this body style was the Bonneville, if I remember right. This is a white 65 Pontiac Catalina 2+2 Royal Bobcat from Johnny Lightning Muscle Cars USA 2022. And I love having white cars because you get to see so much of the body lines. And it looks so much cleaner. I think it has a blue block under there. And I don't know what engines they were running. They basically were supposed to share parts from the GM. But Pontiac, especially when John DeLorean was there, was trying to build its own identity. So their engines was a slightly different, usually 1 or 2 cubic inches larger or smaller than Chevrolet. I think Buick did the same thing too. Everybody wanted to outdo Chevrolet. So next, we got the 1972. Yeah, let's do the 1972 Pontiac Firebird, which this hood is not staying open. This is a Johnny Lightning casting in light green. And it is a Johnny Lightning Classic Gold 2021. I thought I had a 67, and I might have one in the collection. I just probably haven't looked deep enough. But I think I do have a Greenlight 67. But this is far back as I had decided to go for Fast Firebird. And it's pretty clean. Because this is my birth year, so I had to have it. Black interior looks good on this. Headlights, taillights done. This hood won't stay open, but I think it's a blue block under there. It looks like it. The rest is black. Nice white leather tires. Firestones, which is, you usually see Goodyear or BF Goodwrench when premiums do white leather tires, but that's a great departure. Next, we're gonna go into the '77 Pontiac Le Mans. Let's start with the wagon, I guess. I can't believe these are both 77. I realize this is crooked. My siren is crooked. So that's a quality control issue. This '77 Pontiac Le Mans police car from Greenlight Hollywood 2018 is a replica of the car from Smokey and the Bandit that Youth with T Justice, played by Jackie Gleason, drove. I wish they would do a version of this that was damaged, because it would be epic, because totally destroyed this car in the movie. And it's here looking all pristine. The hood doesn't open on this, as with most police cars by Green Light. That's an awesome looking car, which is, even though this police car, and you did see a couple of them, I guess, back then, they never caught on as far as fleet. Next, let's get through the twin, I guess the counterpart. It's gonna wait now. The boot not open. It was open all that time. There you go. This is the Greenlight Estate Wagons version, of pretty much the same, kind of different casting. I guess they had the back part they had to do some work on, but it's a Pontiac Le Mans Safari wagon, 1977 Greenlight Estate Wagons. This is 2019, and I have a 2022 right here. Different color, different wheels. This one has aftermarket wheels on it. Look like a sleeper. But yeah. The opening rear feature is cool for this. I need to get me a little miniature dog or something to put in the back of this bad boy. And it has a hitch. Next, we're gonna go to, I think last but not least, maybe they did everything. Next, we're gonna go to this one, which this hood open, hope it stay open. This is the Pontiac, Firebird Trans Am, but this is a WS6 from 1999. This is Johnny Lightning casting from Muscle Cars USA 2018. And basically, I think the WS6, I don't know if it was a V6 engine or whatever, special edition. I guess to replace what they had, the Super Duty 455 from the late, I want to say from the mid 70s to the, I guess you could get one, from the mid to the late 70s. Then they just discontinued the Super Duties. There was another Firebird Trans Am Special Edition package known as the S.O.P. Firehawk, which I think ran a Corvette engine. And basically trying to keep up with Chevrolet, man. Unfortunately, the Firebird was discontinued in 2002. I think the GTO had been gone. They brought it back in 2004, but it had been discontinued before, and I think in 1974. I think it had been a trim option anyway. But that's pretty much it for Pontiac, man. Sad the Pontiac is no longer around. But my reason why I think they were no longer around is because they pretty much lost their identity. I mean, after the Trans Am and the GTO were not as successful as they thought, it's like they didn't have identity. Even though they had a Grand Prix model that was sweet, I'm just mad they don't have any castings for the Pontiac Fiero and Grand Prix. Like I said, the '80s version and the early '90s, they tried to make them popular with NASCAR and stuff. So it's kind of sad. I mean, these cars are forgotten now, and year after year, decade after decade, the more we go away from the 2010s, they're really much forgotten. And probably never get back to that now that we're going into time when it's hybrids and electric cars, and the V8 is it's gonna disappear. I hate to say it. It's gonna have to disappear. But that's pretty much it for the Pontiac showcase. I want to thank the fans for really holding it down, supporting me, the views, the likes, and I hope that the new viewers who come upon this channel, I hope you decide to subscribe, hit the notification button, leave a like behind, leave a reply. As far as that, everybody want to wish you peace and blessings. Thank you. This is Big Dappuccino signing off.